If you've been keeping even one eye on the camera industry in 2025, you've likely heard whispers, leaks, and growing speculation surrounding one of Canon's most iconic full-frame hybrid cameras, the Canon EOS R6 Mark III. And now, after months of rumors, industry insiders are beginning to piece together a much clearer picture of what could become Canon's most important camera release of the year, and possibly their most crucial product for competing in the saturated mirrorless market. The Canon R6 series, originally introduced as a more accessible hybrid body for professionals and content creators alike, has earned its place as a workhorse camera for portrait photographers, filmmakers, wedding shooters, and even YouTubers. Thanks to its blend of high-speed performance, reliable autofocus, and solid video capabilities. But as competitors like Sony, Nikon, and Panasonic continue to innovate aggressively, Canon can no longer rely on incremental upgrades. Enter the Canon EOS R6 Mark III, a camera that is rumored to be far more than a basic refresh. We're talking about a potentially redesigned 30 to 32 megapixel sensor, faster image readout speeds, a new class of electronic viewfinder, improved body mechanics, a better flip screen, and yes, most likely a price bump to match the hardware improvements. This isn't just another mirrorless body aimed at a niche audience. This could very well be Canon's flagship camera for hybrid shooters in 2025 and 2026. Let's dive into what we know so far, what it means for real-world photographers and videographers, how it stacks up against rival cameras, and what Canon must deliver if it hopes to stay relevant in today's fast-changing gear ecosystem. Sensor upgrade, 32MP and faster than ever. One of the most talked about upgrades in the Canon R6 Mark III is undoubtedly its new sensor. Multiple sources and trusted leakers are reporting that the R6 III will move beyond the 24.2 megapixel sensor used in the R6 II and jump to either a 30MP or 32MP sensor. This puts it in a different league, not only from its predecessor but from many competing cameras in the same price bracket. For starters, a higher resolution sensor means greater flexibility in post-production. Whether you're cropping into a portrait, editing fine textures in a fashion shoot, or pulling frame grabs from 8K time-lapse, that bump in megapixels provides more headroom without sacrificing image quality. And with improved readout speeds, reportedly falling between the Canon R1 and R5 Mark II levels, you can expect significantly reduced rolling shutter, faster burst shooting, and better real-time feedback through the EVF. This sensor may not be stacked like the one in the Canon R3, but sources say it's being engineered with backside illumination and dual-gain architecture, giving it improved low-light performance, higher dynamic range, and faster response during continuous shooting and video capture. The native ISO range is expected to extend beyond 102,400, making this camera suitable for challenging environments like wedding receptions, night landscapes, astrophotography, and documentary work. One of Canon's strongest selling points in the last few years has been its dual-pixel CMOS AF2 system, which has proven to be fast, sticky, and smart. With the R6 III, we're hearing that Canon is taking autofocus to the next level, possibly integrating a dedicated AI-driven autofocus chip that enables enhanced subject tracking across new categories. We're talking not just humans and animals, but birds in flight, insects, vehicles, and even complex multi-subject scenes in fast-moving environments. This opens the door to real-time autofocus learning, where the camera gradually understands your preferred subjects and prioritizes them intelligently. Imagine tracking your child across a chaotic playground or following a dancer in low light. The R6 III is designed to nail focus more reliably, even under extreme shooting conditions. The Canon R6 II already had a decent viewfinder, featuring a 0.5-inch OLED with 3.69 million dots and 0.76x magnification. But according to recent engineering leaks, Canon is planning to introduce a new generation of EVF in the R6 III that offers better resolution, higher refresh rates, and a more immersive viewing experience. While numbers haven't been confirmed, insiders suggest a 5.76 million OLED panel with 120 Hz refresh could be on the table. Pair that with a new flippy touchscreen mechanism, possibly borrowed from the Canon R5C or R7, and you're looking at better flexibility for vlogging, filming yourself, or shooting from awkward angles. The LCD menu interface is also rumored to be undergoing a major overhaul, with customized function zones, swipe-based navigation, and real-time exposure previews. For photographers who rely on tactile control, Canon is also reworking button layout and dial placement. Expect improved grip ergonomics, more responsive dials, and possibly a programmable joystick for easier menu navigation and subject selection. Now, let's talk video. The Canon R6 II was already a popular tool for hybrid creators. Thanks to its 4K 60p oversampled video, C-Log 3, and 10-bit internal recording. But the R6 III is said to take those features even further. Sources indicate support for 4K at up to 120 frames per second, possibly with a crop. Although some reports hint that Canon is testing full-width recording modes, video shooters can expect 10-bit 4:2:2. Internal codecs, improved heat management for longer takes, and even false color and waveform tools for exposure precision. These tools were once limited to cinema lines like the C70, so if Canon brings them into the R6 III, it will become an incredibly powerful tool for independent filmmakers, wedding cinematographers, and run-and-gun YouTubers. Audio might also see an upgrade, with internal preamps being re-engineered for cleaner input and possible support for 32-bit float recording via future Canon accessories. One of the R6 II's only real criticisms was its occasional thermal throttling during long video sessions. Canon seems to have heard the complaints loud and clear. Early reports suggest that the R6 III will feature upgraded cooling, possibly passive venting like the R5C, without requiring internal fans. On the durability side, the R6 III is expected to retain a magnesium alloy body with weather sealing, making it ready for tough environments like humid outdoor shoots, cold weather, and dusty locations. A newly designed shutter mechanism may increase reliability up to 500,000 actuations, appealing to professionals who need dependable performance over thousands of shoots. Connectivity is more crucial than ever, and Canon is preparing to future-proof the R6 III. Expect dual card slots, USB-C with fast charging and tethering, HDMI out, headphone and mic jacks, and possibly even wireless FTP and live streaming support via the Canon Connect app. Canon is also rumored to improve power efficiency, allowing the R6 III to run longer on the same LPE6NH batteries, with support for USB-C PD charging during use. A crucial feature for live streamers and studio creators. Pricing speculation, worth the premium. Now, let's talk about what everyone's thinking: the price. The R6 II launched at $2,499 body only, already pushing the budget for many beginners and part-time professionals. With a higher-resolution sensor, better EVF, more advanced autofocus, and improved video specs, the R6 III is expected to land somewhere between $2,799 and USD $3,099. For many users, the key question will be, does this camera offer enough to delay switching to Sony or Panasonic? For now, it's looking like a yes, but Canon can't afford to misstep. Release date: industry insiders suggest the Canon R6 III will be officially announced in Q4 2025, likely around Photokina or an autumn Canon event. Shipments may begin shortly after, depending on manufacturing constraints, although limited initial availability is expected. Some insiders speculate that Canon could tease the R6 III as early as September 2025, with widespread availability beginning in November or early 2026. Pre-orders are expected to go live immediately after the announcement, and based on past demand for Canon's R-series cameras, early stock could sell out quickly. Final thoughts: so where does this leave us? If Canon delivers on even 75% of these rumored upgrades, higher resolution, AI autofocus, better EVF, 4K 120p video, and improved build quality, then the R6 III will be a truly compelling option for hybrid creators looking to push their craft forward.